Hi everyone, happy May Day, happy Beltane, Merry Beltane for those of you who celebrated, happy May Day for the rest of you. I hope you've had a good week so far and I hope that you had a beautiful day. It's a little bit gloomy here in New York, but it's still a day where we can celebrate the spring and celebrate the new life that is coming into the world, or I guess you could call it old life that is newly reawakening. Well, today I wanted to do something just a tiny bit different. I'm going to be using two decks that I'm not very good at because I want to see, a lot of the times on this channel, I say things like, listen to your intuition, follow your heart, do what your soul is telling you to do. But not a lot of people really know how to do that. And this reading isn't going to necessarily tell you exactly how to do that. I will be doing a video on that at some point in the future. But in this video, I did want to do a reading where we just kind of ask what's going on. What is your soul or your heart trying to tell you? I hope this reading is meant for you. If it is not, these are general readings. They're not meant for everyone. Come back again another time and maybe you'll find something that's meant for you. There are also lots and lots and lots of really, really talented readers here on YouTube. So if my readings aren't right for you, you are bound to find some that are. My favorite is Consciousness Evolution Theory. Is that her name? I feel like it's Consciousness Evolution Journey. That's her name. Her name is Dee, but her channel is Consciousness Evolution Journey, and she is a wonderful reader. She does like all the zodiacs, she does special readings, she does like past life readings, she does so much more than I offer. So like if you really want something like that, I absolutely recommend you check her out. And there's also Bahati Life. She's amazing. She's really talented, really interesting, really fun to watch. So check those guys out if you're not finding what you're looking for here. But if you are, of course, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So for this reading, we're asking what your intuition or what your heart is trying to tell you. What messages are they trying to deliver you? So can you please tell us, higher selves, our deities, our angels, spirit guides, what have you, whatever it is that guides us, whatever it is that speaks to our hearts. Please tell us our overall energy for that. Please tell us the overall energy for this reading as we move forward. Please and thank you for this day, Wednesday, May 1st, 2019, for this beautiful, beautiful May Day. Please and thank you. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. So the message of this card, I believe, is it's what it says. You know that you're being guided, even if like you don't really know where the guidance is coming from. You're not really sure. Like if you're somebody who all of your life you've just kind of had this knowing. You're like, I know I'm not supposed to go down that alley. I know I can't go to that party tonight. And then like the next day you find out, something horrible happened in that alley. That party got like raided by the cops or something because they were serving alcohol to underage people. Like it's just like and you know where you're supposed to be for safety. And it isn't 100%, but most of your life you've known that you've been protected. You felt that someone has or something has been guiding you, just to keep you safe, to keep you healthy, keep you like in a place where you're better. And quite often, a lot of us, when we do have that guidance, we tend to rebel against it for whatever reason, and that's when we find out things are worse. Can you hear those sirens? Inescapable in New York. But whatever it is, you kind of know when you're being guided the right way. You know when it's time to cross the street, even if you're not looking. You know when to talk to that person over there, or whether or not, they're not in a place where you're going to be safe to talk to them or whatever. Like you just kind of know whether or not you're in the right direction, even if you don't know what it is that's sending you there. And that's exactly what we're here for. Like that's your intuition speaking to you. That's your higher selves. Those are the guides for you. So you already know you're being guided. And now we are just going to try to tap into that guidance and understand what it's trying to tell you on this day. For whoever this reading is meant for, this day, Wednesday, May 1st, 2019, what is their heart trying to tell them? What is their intuition trying to tell them? What is the message within them that they need to listen to on this day to guide them, as it has guided them in the past, and as it will guide them in the future, to their best and healthiest outcome? What is the intuition, or intuitive, I should say, what is the intuitive message, the intuitive heart, soul, deep message that our souls, or their soul, is trying to get across to them? What is it they need to hear? What is it they need to listen to when they're told to listen to their intuition? For this day, Wednesday, May 1st, 2019. Please and thank you. You have, interesting, 5 of coins. You have not the world. It's not the world. I never remember what this one is. Oh my god. We'll continue. You have 9 of cups, 7 of clubs, and the Page of Swords. Interesting. So, starting off with the 5 of coins. So with this card, the message here might be that you have a lot of intimidation. Like you're timid. You're like worried about something, or you're afraid that if you try something, or if you move your life in a certain direction, or choose something specific, it's going to damage what you have. It's going to make you lose what you have. You could lose a job. You could lose a relationship if you're like trying to change the way your relationship is, or if you're thinking of asking for a raise. You're just really worried that like if you go after more than what you have, then it's going to cost you what you already have. Okay, and that's kind of a lack mentality that's going on in there. And then we have this one, and I don't remember what it is. I'm going to look it up in a second in my book. But the basic message, I think, of this is that you're kind of in this position where you're not really sure you can see your way out. You're not really sure you can, and I think that has to do with that 5 of coins, with that lack mentality that you're dealing with. You're not really sure how you're going to get out of this situation. You feel like you're just kind of all tangled up in here, but there is a path. And there has to be a path, because a lot of the situations you've been in the past, in your personal life, you've been in these positions before where you didn't think there was a way out, and somehow you found a way out. But because of this lack mentality here, this 5 of coins that's going on, you haven't necessarily been as aware of it. So like you hated your job, and you talked about how much you hated your job, and then you got fired, and you were like depressed about it and mad about it. But then like a week later or a month later, you got a job that you actually liked for a little while, that you may still even like just things like that, where it's like it looks like it's bad, and there's loss and there's some trouble there, and that's where your head was focused on. But this, I think, is telling you, I think this might be judgment, but I think this is telling you, there is a path out of here. Okay, you have to open your eyes and see that path out of this situation. And considering this is like a message from your intuition, it's basically saying, I've shown you the path out before, okay? You didn't notice that was the path because you were so focused on all the roadblocks that you had to come across as you were taking that path, but you've gotten out of where you were before. Why don't you trust that you can get out of this situation now? Because then you have the 9 of cups, okay? So this is a card of abundance, look at that. That's luxury. She's having a bath with a gingerbread man. That is luxury, okay? That is abundance is available to you. You are on your way towards it, and that's what you desire. You want that comfort. You want to be able to rest. You want to be able to say, I have a home that I'm happy with. I have a relationship I'm happy with. I have a family I'm happy with. I have a job I'm happy with. I am happy with my life. That's what you're desiring, okay? And that's the path I think you're being led on with that maybe judgment card. I should look that up in a second. But then we have the 7 of wands. So I think you're worried that if you try to have more, if you really go after these things that you want in your life, it's going to bring you some sort of punishment. Like someone's going to be mad at you, or the universe is going to suffer you, how about I say real words? The universe is going to bring you some trouble. You're going to suffer for trying. You're going to suffer for doing well. And maybe that's something that was ingrained in you by family. Maybe that was just something that you've always just for some reason thought like if I do good, nobody's going to like me. If I'm and you know, that happens to a lot of smart kids where it's like if I answer questions correctly, then my friends are going to call me names and make fun of me for being smart. And so if I do badly, they're going to think it's funny and they're going to laugh and they're going to like me more. So, you know, if I'm successful, that's bad. If I'm failing, that's good because the other people who are failing around me are going to embrace me and think I'm a part of them, even though I do have the ability, and you do, to do better. You're very much worried about, I think, your environment, about the people around you, or you know, just the the world around you, and it's just like you want to do something, you want to do more, you want more. It's clear, and you know that that's there is a path available to you to have more, but you're very much worried that if you try to get more, it's going to bring more trouble down on you. It's gonna bring some punishment down on you. Just if you like go after these things, it's like you're just always waiting for the other shoe to fall, you know? And then we have this Page of Swords. It's like whatever you do, you're going to start going through some sort of transformation, probably in the next couple of months. And I've been getting that. I think this is true for everybody right now. We're all going through some sort of transformation, but you in particular are going to be changing the way you think, and the way you like approach your life. Okay, I think you're still kind of suffering from this Five of Coins energy, and that's what I think is driving this fear, this Seven of Wands, where you are worried about success because the other foot's going to drop, or people aren't going to like you, you're not going to be accepted. But again, your heart, your soul is telling you that you do know the path out of this, and if you really want to get to that place of comfort, then you really have to change the way you are letting yourself believe things about yourself, the things that you're letting yourself think about your abilities and your brain, your thoughts, your smarts. You're very smart. I think you can get yourself through this. You are being guided. You are absolutely being guided through this. So let yourself be open. Let your mind listen to these guidances, okay? Let yourself like trust yourself, you know? If you really want to achieve something and you're like, yeah, I like that. I feel good about that. I want to pursue that. And say for example, just as an example, you're like there's a competition and you're like, I want to join this competition, I really want to do that, and you tell a coworker or something, and they're like, you sure you want to do that? Like, you don't, I mean, that's gonna be hard. A lot of other people are gonna be doing something like that, a lot of smarter people, blah blah blah. And then so you take it in and you're just like, oh, you're right, if I do that, a lot of smarter people, I'll just kind of probably be disappointed. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. None of my coworkers are doing it, so obviously, you know, it's not for me. It's not for the people who are like me. They're like me, right? So like the way you're thinking about things is you're definitely seeing, I think, the negative of things. You're seeing the possibility of loss more than you're seeing the possibility of gain. And I think your heart, your intuition is trying to tell you to open yourself up to seeing the possibility of abundance and seeing the possibility of gain, despite the consequences, despite who might be mad at you, despite, you know, whether or not you're going to win. See the possibility that you can win. See the possibility more than the possibility that you're going to lose. See the possibility that you can have success. See that and hold on to that more than the other side, okay? That is your message for today, for Wednesday, May 1st, 2019. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you did. Let me know if it resonates with you. I appreciate all of your kind words and all of your messages every day that you send to me, and I send them right back to you because, you know, I love you and I love all the peoples. So thank you so much for being here. And if you like these videos, click like, click subscribe, hit that button so you can get notifications whenever there is a new video. I post videos Monday to Friday most of the time. And remember always that I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.